beautiful souls, awakened spirits, and seekers of truth, to another profound episode of Echoes of the Infinite. I am Mona.
And I'm Chetna.
Mhm.
So today we are diving into the deepest spiritual exploration, the true origin of Earth, the massive cycles of cosmic time, and humanity's current transition from 3D to 5D consciousness.
Wow. So, Chetna ji, modern science tells us that Earth is around 4.6 billion years old and that the universe began roughly 13.8 billion years ago. But according to ancient Sanatan wisdom and the spiritual revelations shared by Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel, describe a timeline far beyond anything modern history can comprehend.
Yeah, so according to this spiritual insights, Earth is not simply a random planet formed through the physical process. It is a part of the vast cosmic drama unfolding across trillions of years, a divine stage created for the evolution of the consciousness itself.
Wow. So, the main thing is understanding the cosmic time.
Yeah.
To understand Earth's true origin, we first need to understand the scale of cosmic time described in ancient spiritual teachings. Yeah.
Yeah. In this wisdom tradition, the universe is connected to the lifespan of the Brahma, the creative intelligence. So here we are talking about Lord Brahma. It's not the Brahma.
Mhm.
The creative intelligence governing this cosmic system. So Lord Brahma is governing the cosmic system. Brahma's
Mhm.
lifespan is 100 Brahma year divided into two halves called Parad.
Hmm.
In yesterday podcast also we discussed it.
Yes, yes, we
This was-
mentioned that. Yes, yeah. Mhm. And just one single day of Brahma, known as one kalpa, equals to 4.32 billion human years.
Yeah. So it's like a one day of Brahma,
Mhm.
Lord Brahma. So
Hmm.
imagine the scale of the moment according to what Bapuji during the first 10 Lord Brahma years. So there was no need for a dense physical earth. So they were not humans, right?
Hmm.
Because existence itself was still operating in a highly subtle, luminous, divine state called supreme elements, Param
Hmm.
Tattva.
Param Tattva, yeah. And there is, this is where the story becomes truly fascinating,
Yes.
that the formless supreme consciousness, we can say Shiva, the creator of one solar system, existed in absolute supreme light, which is
Mhm.
called the Param Prakash. Through divine intent, a power we can call Shakti emerged, forming the primal union of Ardh Nareshwar, we say, male and female.
Yeah, half male, half female.
Yes, yes.
It's I think in Western culture they say feminine and masculine energy together.
Yes, energies, yes. Mhm.
So from this energy came Vishnu. First, they have created Vishnu and Lakshmi, like Ma Lakshmi,
Mhm.
and then Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma created Saptarishis
Mhm.
and the higher beings of the subtle room.
Mm.
Initially, all existed in the radiant light bodies,
Hmm.
like three elemental radiated light bodies, like we call
Hmm.
it Farishta, angel,
Angels,
within
yes.
angels, right?
Hmm.
And within the higher spiritual dimensions, the Saptaloka, there
Hmm.
are seven dimensions up.
Yeah. But over unimaginable stretches of time, consciousness gradually descended into denser vibrations. So souls slowly lost their original divine power and became heavier through their karmic accumulation and identification with the matter.
Yeah, so true. So if you ask the kids, today's kids, if you say that Google was not there before when we were younger, they don't believe, right? It's just like that.
Yes,
Such a big, huge difference in few years itself. So in so many years of difference, the consciousness doesn't believe that, right? And that,
yes,
spiritually speaking, is why the earth was formed. So,
yes,
Earth
yes.
became a stabilizing platform for the souls descending into the denser states of the consciousness.
Hmm, hmm,
A room governed by the five physical elements. So,
hmm,
earlier,
hmm,
earlier the Saptarishi, they were like in three supreme elemental body,
hmm,
because they got densed, their
hmm,
creation got densed. Now
hmm,
the earth formed, and now it is formed to the physical elements, five elements, which is earth, water, fire, air, and ether, which we are right now in current scenario.
hmm. Very wonderful, wonderful. So Earth's a true spiritual age. According to spiritual framework, Earth didn't emerge billions of years ago, but after approximately 10 Brahma years had already passed.
Yes, which means if we count Brahma, Lord Brahma year on the earth in spiritual cosmology, may have existed for over 1240 trillion human years.
Wow. Can you imagine that?
So we can't remember things of like, few
Right.
hundred years.
Yes, yes,
Like Mahabharata happened in 5,000 years ago, right?
yes.
So we, some people don't believe in means Lord Krishna and all. So
Hmm,
how
hmm,
people will
hmm,
understand
hmm,
1240 trillion years, human
hmm,
years?
hmm,
But the
hmm.
truth is truth. It is mentioned in the scriptures.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And through the wisdom of Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel, definitely. Yeah, he's
Yes.
confirming that how the souls in divine elements and they came down and
Mhm.
became heavier. So there was a need for a
Yeah.
platform for them. But
Right.
as you said, 1240 trillion years,
Yes.
human years, an
Earth years.
idea so vast that it is completely transcends, conventional scientific timelines. Yeah.
Yeah. And Earth was not the only room established. 14 dimensions were formed. The very first is like 14 dimensions were formed.
Yes. Yes.
Seven higher rooms and seven lower rooms.
Yeah.
And creating a complete multi dimensional field for the soul journey.
Yeah. Wonderful. So, another extraordinary insight shared by Bapuji is that the sun itself appeared much later in this cosmic timeline.
Yeah, as a soul, because as souls became increasingly trapped into the dense material consciousness, spiritual darkness intensified and the sun emerged to provide the physical light and sustain the earthly life.
Wow. And Chetnaji, as collective human consciousness changed the great cycles of time, we call golden age, Satyuga, Treta Yuga, like silver age, and then the copper age, which is Dwapar, and the Kali Yuga, the iron age, began unfolding repeatedly across the cosmic history.
Yeah, each cycle actually reflects the rise and fall of the
Mhm.
soul consciousness.
Hmm.
When negativity get and imbalance intensify, the great transformations, or you can say pralaya mentioned in scriptures, reset the world and begin the new cycle.
Hmm. And now we arrive at the present moment, what many spiritual teachers describe as the great shift.
Mm-hmm. 3D to 5D.
Yes.
So, this is where Bapuji's message becomes deeply relevant to our lives today. Humanity is transitioning from the dense 3D consciousness rooted in fear, ego, separation, and material identity into a higher state of consciousness and
Hmm.
awareness
Hmm.
known as a 5D consciousness.
Hmm. Yeah. So many modern spiritual voices speak this shift, about this. We hear so many things. But Bapuji grounds it in the ultimate principle of the infinite, Behad, the boundless infinite reality beyond all the limitations.
Yeah, and he reminds us that the true transformation is not external, the real shift is internal.
Hmm.
So, self transformation is world transformation. So, that's why we see a lot of people are saying they are awakening. There are videos on awakening symptoms, the body
Yes,
changes, and
yes.
energy changes.
Hmm. Yeah. So the next most important topic is the awakening of the infinite souls.
Mm-hmm.
Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel explains that time itself has now become the teacher. Souls are being pushed to accelerate their spiritual effort. We call it Pursharth in Hindi. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, so Bapuji speaks about highly evolved souls awakening rapidly across the earth.
Mm,
Souls are these are the souls who instantly recognize this divine knowledge because
mm,
they have carried these impressions
mhm,
for lifetimes.
mm. And Bapuji calls them like ready made souls. We can say that.
Yes. So these
Mhm,
are the souls who require no long intellectual process. The moment they encounter the truth, remembrance, the awakening instantly. Their
mm.
connection with the Supreme becomes immediate, and through the power of their consciousness alone, they begin radiating peace and stability to thousands of others.
Wow. So Bapuji also gives a powerful explanation of how this shift actually occurs internally.
Mhm. It's through divine knowledge, actually. It's called Behed Gyan. So, Gyan and direct soul connection with the Supreme.
Hmm.
Yogbal, the soul begins detaching from the identification with the physical body.
Themselves merely as a human being, but as an eternal point of conscious light.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So, and this divine connection acts like a spiritual fire. It
Hmm.
purifies the karmic impressions stored within the subtle and causal bodies and
Hmm.
dissolving ancient energetic burdens and
Hmm.
emotional
Hmm.
residue.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. So, as these karmic layers dissolve with the connection and with the infinite knowledge, we can say the soul becomes lighter,
Yeah.
more peaceful, clear, clear vision, clear thoughts, and capable of functioning in higher frequencies of awareness. What many call 5D consciousness.
Mm. Yeah, and now it's the time of Maha Parivartan, which is a great transformation. So Bapuji calls this period is Maha Parivartan, the great transformation. The old system built upon fear, greed, division, and unconsciousness
Mhm.
are collapsing because the human consciousness itself is changing.
Hmm. And Bapuji is also emphasizing that something incredibly important. We cannot simply listen to these teachings intellectually while remaining trapped in old habits and distractions, the attachments, vices, we can say.
Yeah, these teachings must become like lived experience.
Hmm.
Meditation, remembrance, elevated thoughts, compassion, purity, and conscious living are no longer optional luxuries. They are now essential. for the
Hmm.
navigating this
Mhm.
planetary
Mhm.
transition.
Hmm. So, Bapuji reminds us that the collective spiritual effort has immense power.
Mhm.
So, every night we have 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Souls around the world, unite in meditation to radiate peace, healing, and stability throughout the earth and the universe.
Yeah, because every awakened soul becomes a lighthouse. Every
Hmm.
elevated thought contributes to the healing of collective consciousness. And
Hmm.
every act of inner transformation helps to anchor a more peaceful future and humanity, actually for humanity.
Yeah. So when we step back and look at the bigger picture, we realize that humanity is participating in an extraordinary cosmic journey from pure divine light into matter through countless cycles of experience and now
Mhm.
back towards awakening.
Right. So the shift is from 3D to 5D
Mhm.
is not merely about escaping the world. It is about remembering our original spiritual identity while living consciously within this world.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on this profound journey through cosmic history and spiritual transformation. So, until next time, keep exploring, keep awakening, and keep shining your light.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
wonderful. Thank you.
Supreme
For
peace.
supreme peace, Param Shanti.
Param Shanti.